Hello, hello. All right, we are active. Okay. I didn't stream last night. I did stream last night. I didn't stream again last night. I didn't work today. I don't work tomorrow either. I go in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I think Saturday. I gotta double check. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. So, yeah, I don't work tomorrow either. So I'll probably will stream for about 20 minutes. Whoa, I read something that said 20 minutes. That's why I said 20 minutes. I won't stream for 20 minutes. I will probably stream longer than 20 minutes. Anyway, uh, craft is not, or fuck, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I just woke up. No excuses though, but like, I just woke up. Um, uh, Rocket League is not the fucking motion today. That's not what we're doing. I'm here because I need to just kill time until I can get in and then access the tutorial and kind of walk y'all through like the beginner stuff. Um, have been playing it since pre-beta, so don't take that as I know everything, because I don't. Um, and I mean, even the person who helped make the server doesn't know everything. He knows everything that you need to know, like in order to like play the game, be successful in the game, but like there's certain things that he doesn't know. Again, not mechanic wise, not game wise, but more like for future updates and shit like that. Um, but yeah, that's the plan for today. Not gonna be a super long stream because I want to put this up on YouTube, so there's something out, like some type of video or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that people can follow in order to like have a better understanding or easier way of understanding how to go about playing this server. Because it can be very confusing, which I will say, a lot of the spell stuff for me was super confusing when I first started. But when I first started was also beta, and um, there was no tutorial. I was just kind of thrown at it. Because originally he just kind of tells me, yo, go in and break the server. And the first time he ever invited me to go test run some of his stuff, or some of his, yeah, some of his stuff, um, that was like the first thing he said. He said, just do your best to try and break the server. And I was kind of confused because I don't even know how to go about doing that. So I kind of just played every time, like I just did my own thing. Sometimes it was for a long period of time, sometimes it was for a short period of time. But now that it's released, and it's been released for a while now, but now that it's a server, it should be much easier for others to access. And there's no longer a limit to how many players can be in at a time. So that's awesome. There's a few kinks that I think they're still working out, and a lot more updates to come. Like they just added pets recently. Pets, particles, cosmetics, everything like that. So that will be fun. Trying to think. There's nothing else I can really say without me wanting to get into just explaining how some things work, which I'm not gonna do right now. Actually, I need to keep Discord open in case he says something. Like I can slide early. Which by all means I could just join the server and be in there for 20 minutes, but I haven't touched Rocket at all today. So that was my plan, was to run some League before I did anything on the server. I just love this camera. So why are we flipping like that? Which also, I have completely changed up my dodge dead zone. And I'd like to say that it's helping, but I mean, the only reason I changed it was because I noticed myself backflipping a lot. And I was like, okay, so this is kind of an issue. Let me see if I can fix that issue. And then along the lines of me changing my dead zone like 3 or 4 times, my A button is kind of fucked. Like it works. You can see that I can still jump and shit. But it's like you gotta press it really hard. But yeah. Other than that, got 10 more minutes. Roughly. And to be honest, once I like explain everything or most of everything that I have an understanding of, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. Like I probably will end up trying to do some things on there because I know he said something about a Christmas event with some items for Christmas, but when he released it yesterday, I couldn't figure out what it was that was added. The only thing that I saw was when I was like running around in the dungeon, um, there was like this super small box and it had like orange particles. They almost looked like leaves, but it had orange particles following it, and it kind of looked like a super super small Christmas gift. And I was trying to hit it because I was like, okay, it wouldn't be too far beyond um, how Bro thinks to make like something with a really small hitbox make you really earn like what it is you're trying to get. And yeah, I mean, I saw it a couple times running around the dungeon. I'll probably see it again when I go back in, but I don't think I hit it at all. Like this thing was very very small, very very tiny. Tracking it not too difficult. I didn't have a problem tracking it. It was just like getting a hit on it was felt impossible. Like there were so many times my crosshair was directly on this thing. Oh man. Another thing that I'm gonna have to figure out, which I don't think will be too difficult for me to figure out. I also really don't know why I'm saying this out loud. I just have nothing to talk about. Um, my face cam is where my mouse would be, and I play Minecraft on keyboard and mouse, not on controller. So I'm gonna have to figure out a place I can plug my mouse into. Yes. Ooh, that was pretty nice. I didn't even think I got a flip from that, to be honest. That was pretty clean. Fucks with that. Alright, so in a minute here, I'm gonna switch over to craft. I just wanted to do a little bit of rocket stuff, which, to be honest, I don't doubt I'll be back here before I end stream. Depending on how busy I make myself, or how many items I can obtain to keep myself busy. Because some of the things are RNG, like completely RNG based. Like 100%, like you can't buy it in the shop. You can't, like, yeah, you could probably trade someone for the item if they have extra, but there's not a whole lot of people in the server right now. So that and me even finding someone who would have the item probably be slim to none. I won't lie though, kind of excited but kind of pissed off that, you know, Epic Games decides, hey, Roach is employed now. Let's put out Ranked Heatseeker, right? Yeah, love it. Just like, love it so much. Because why the fuck are you gonna, bro? Like, I don't understand that. If my account was connected to Steam, I would probably, like, if there was leaderboards for hours played past 2 weeks, bro, for the past 5 years, no, I give it four, past 4 years, I would be on the leaderboards every single time. Guarantee it. Like, there wasn't a day that I wouldn't play Rocket for less than 5 hours. And most of the days that I played for more than 5 hours, it was over 10. So that's 10 out, almost 10 hours a day of Rocket League for 4 years. Like, and to be honest, it was probably less than that. But I know there were multiple days, multiple weeks where I'd do nothing but Rocket all day, and it'd be like 10 hours of Rocket, 8 hours of Rocket, 9 hours of Rocket. Like, I was genuinely grinding the fuck out this game. Just for them to wait till I'm employed to, make Heatseeker ranked. Like, fan-fucking-tastic, brother. If you had did this a year ago, you know, like, life would be fucking fantastic. I think the one thing that's gonna irritate me the most, though, is I know most of my stuff is going to end up being solo queue. I don't have a problem with. The only time I'm gonna have a problem with it is when I run into heads that are not solo queued, and that's gonna be an issue. Because that means, I'm gonna either have to, like, basically do two-man work or play defense, like, really fucking well. Which sometimes isn't a problem depending on who I run into. But for the most part, I'm definitely, like, when it drops, which I gotta figure out when the update drops. Because I'm not gonna lie, now that I think about it, I think the update drops when I work. So I'm gonna be pissed. So I actually need to check now. What's today? The 8th. We have a day and like 14 hours or so on Rocket. Yeah, that's so fucked. In 2 days, bro. 2 days. The rest of today, the 9th, and then comes out on the 10th. That's when I go to work. Like, that's fucking great. Like, it genuinely pisses me off so much that they've done this now when I'm starting to, get fucking work. And then now when Heatseeker matters, I can't play this game like a 9 to fucking 5. Because I have two 9 to fucking 5s. Like, bro, what the fuck? It's the only thing that's pissing me off, and I'm not gonna stop talking about it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna stop talking about the fact that I've gotten myself 2 jobs, and they've said, "Hey, you got 2 jobs, fantastic. Here's ranked Heatseeker. Now you have 3 jobs." Like, yeah, bro, go fuck yourself. That shit's pissed me off so much. Like and it's It's probably for the better, because I'm not gonna lie, I would probably spend 20 hours a day on fucking ranked Heatseeker. Like, no bullshit. Probably not a day, but like, I would be on ranked Heatseeker for 10 hours plus. I would end up probably playing ranked Heatseeker because I'm bored. Like, that's what it would come down to. Like, sometimes I'll get on, when I know the LTM's Heatseeker, I'll get on, proc it, and just instantly queue Heatseeker, because I know I'm gonna enjoy that sometimes. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna stop talking about this shit, but it's pissed me off. Anyway, I am going to move over to the craft. Also, I will say this. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Give me like a week or two of me just not having work or not getting called in. Within the span of those 2 weeks, top 100. Probably going to be losing it within the next week or so, but guarantee you, top 100. Easy. SSL for sure. There's no doubt in my mind I am getting SSL. Bro, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of see it now. The only thing that's gonna prevent me from getting SSL is consistently running into the same people who are duo queuing, and then me consistently getting the same exact teammate every single time, because it's only 4 of those people playing Heatseeker at the time. And then I'm gonna keep running it against those heads, and then I'm gonna keep getting the same teammate, and it's gonna, like, you can't blame your teammate. Some motherfuckers don't know Heatseeker like that, but they want to play it. Like, I can't fucking help that. Like, it's just simply ball knowledge. You need more ball knowledge. But nah, guarantee it. I hit SSL. Maybe not solo queue my first time, even though I'd like to do it solo queue, because I'd feel a whole lot more accomplished, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna switch over to the craft now. Uh, and then yeah, run through that. Alright, my mouse. I gotta figure out where the fuck I'm gonna plug this in at. I hope this works. I think I just turned off my keyboard. No, I just turned it off. That's fan-fucking-tastic. Alright. So, give me like 5 minutes, because my folks just called me down a minute ago. So I'm gonna go see what's up with them and what they need. And while I do that, I'm gonna run this ad so that it pops up here, because I don't know why it does this. Maybe it's just a console thing, but I have to use like an app in order to get it to pop up. But I end up having to put the like IP and port and stuff into the app, and then the app just connects it to the console. Anyway, I'll be right back, and then we'll get right into it. we're active. Um, I'm not gonna lie. I gotta do a little bit of research before we get like started because most of today I was running a whole nother server with someone who was streaming and basically forgot to add it to favorites, so I can't run that again. But I was in the midst of building my house, and I was doing really fucking well for free balling it, because that's all I really do is just free ball that shit. Okay, what the fuck? Because I don't. This isn't where I left my character. This isn't what I had in my inventory. Don't tell me I have to update this shit, which means I have to run a whole nother fucking ad just to launch it. Shit pisses me off, bro. But like, what can you do? Alright. Settings. Storage. And delete this. Delete this. And then delete this. Alright. Please just be up. Thank you. Alright. What blows me even more is the fact that I can't even get the IP through the VOD. VOD's for subscribers only. Like, are you shitting me? Alright, yeah, I knew I had to run another fucking ad. Now that's gonna blow me, because that means I just gotta wait till that person's, like, on it again. Or live. Also, one thing I will say. When he throws me into the tutorial, I'm not gonna stay muted. I'm gonna try and stay muted the whole time to let y'all read. Like, are you shitting me? I just deleted all this shit. Anyway, when he throws me into the tutorial again, I'm going to try and stay muted and just kind of let y'all read because it's quite a bit of reading. But when I actually have to do something for the tutorial, I'm going to try and explain it the best I can or just talk about it. Um, because there's like maybe something that's kind of confusing, may not be. I need to find an ender chest. Beautiful. These are the 3 different types of armor. Well, there's 5 different types of armor, but I don't have the other 2. They're kind of hard to get. Not really. Like, they are, but they're not. You just gotta defeat a boss, and then there's a chance that the boss drops it. Let me let him know I'm in, because he just asked me. That actually just pissed me off so much. I gotta figure out how I can try and find the port again, or not the port, the server IP. My other thing is I'd rather let him explain it, but I don't know how the audio shit's gonna work. And I don't know if like there's a shared audio thing or not. Like I know there is, but I don't know how well it works because we've tried it. I've tried it in the past with Mike, and Hayden, and it didn't work. And we went back and forth between the Xbox Party and Discord, and it didn't work. But there was a few times it worked, but I've only ever been on Rocket when it's worked. God, it's really pissing me off that I don't have this favorited because I was so ready to run that for the rest of the night once I got off stream and finish my crib. I'll send them a link. Yeah, you can't do that in mod view, you fucking idiot. Alright, bet. Let's get right into it then. Um, I'm going to, yeah, like I said, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Let y'all just read through it, and when I have to do something, I'll try and explain. Alright, now, I didn't drink the vial, but it didn't work. I mean, I thought it was supposed to send you back, but I think it's just the rest of them. Anyway, what I forgot to say is if I'm reading too fast or slow, please skip ahead or pause it if you need. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. So real quick, when you crouch, I don't think it'll work because I'm in the tutorial. Yeah, that makes sense. So your health, mana, fatigue, level, ST and SB is explained in the tutorial. I don't remember what that is. I mean, we'll go over it here, but so that's the effect when it fizzles, which means it failed, and it worked. Spell timer and stun block. All right. So for those who don't like to read, like what you have to do is just look down with your book, and then you see the little like shield looking icon that popped up, and you'll be able to go through. Yeah, I probably should have used that right there as the example of if you try and just skip it, it'll send you back. But will it work here? Yeah. Okay, see? So if you try and skip it, it will just send you back. So just be aware of that. Alright, so like I was saying earlier, your HUD down here where it says HP, your mana, fatigue, your level, etc. When you crouch, it changes. Alright. I definitely went through them. Interesting. See, even I miss things. It's not surprising, but okay, so yeah, I've done exactly that. It's not working. Little bit confused. Hmm. What have I missed? Let's reread. I mean, is that not exactly what you're supposed to do. Change the HUD screen. I did that. And then go back to your health. Not the first hub. Oh, I see. So you're not supposed to go back to the one with health and mana. You're supposed to just switch and then be on anything but the health and mana. Alright. Alright. So we got two spells. Alright, I believe it's above 50%. What the hell? Where'd my book go? Okay, there it is. Alright. Alright, and then all you do, Spell timer. Okay. Stun block. Alright, so basically, all you have to do now, I believe this is the end of the tutorial, is as soon as you exit out of here, he's gonna put this on, and then you just gotta run through the tunnel here before you die. Okay. It's not the end, but let's keep going. Wait, do I just keep withdrawing? Because it's definitely not enough. There we go. Alright. So that is the gist of the tutorial. Now I can talk about actual in-game stuff and what I would recommend you do to start. I don't have a book. Alright. I'll start with the boring stuff first, and then we'll move on to the stuff that most people will want to see. Um, Actually, I'll do the tour. I'll do a tour because now that I think about it, once you're out of the tutorial, you won't have to do it, but you'll get a consistent ping at the top of your screen telling you to go to a certain area. So to the best of my ability, I will give a tour. Everything is kind of named, information and help. So if you're confused about anything, pretty much just come to the station. This is cosmetics. Not currently up right now, but they are up. Private crafting. Now y'all saw me go in here earlier. It's just a bunch of private crafting rooms along this hallway. And grab whatever you need, do all your crafting here, which I will say this ahead of time, and I'm speaking from experience. Please, please, please use the crafting rooms to do all your crafting. Now, the reason I say that is because I had these two sets of armor right here in my shulker box, which that alone, not super expensive, but it takes a little minute just to get it. But I had that and a bunch of other items that I was using in order to upgrade those to the next level set of armor. And basically, I thought I was being slick. I'll actually go over there. I thought I was being slick and I thought I was able to just do whatever wherever. So I went into the material farm and I placed my shulker right here, about. Now, the material farm is on a timer, so this switches every, I think, 20 minutes if I'm not mistaken. But long story short, I put my shulker here with all my important items in it, and then it changed, and when it changed, I didn't have any of those items anymore. And it was highly upsetting. I wonder if there's something under this block. But anyway, this is the material farm. Use as needed. Um, we'll get into this later, but this PvE, that is the dungeons, PvP hub. We'll just head over here. Waiting room number 2. Number 1's across the way. And I don't believe anyone is in PvP right now, so there will be no spectating at the moment. Alright, back to spawn. Achievements and challenges. I'll try and get one of these done too, so y'all can see how this works. Just getting thrown into it may be a little confusing. Alright, so check challenge. Turn in a netherite chest plate. Sheet of paper. I don't think I have any of those. I don't. And I don't think you can buy a netherite chest plate either. But basically you hold the item and you either walk into the spirit here and then it just collects it from your inventory, or you toss it at him. I think it's just walking, because I've tossed things at it and it just fell through the other side. But that is the achievement section. Don't sleep on that either. They achievements and challenges will give you items back. Oh, perfect. So just in case anyone wants to double check your challenges, make sure you got the right item, and yeah, you just walk into it. All right, so you don't throw it. And then it gave me netherite ingots and celestial stones. Now I can show you what to do with these. Um, just eat it, and then your level goes up. I probably should have switched to the level HUD so y'all could see it. Well, it goes down. The number goes down, but your level goes up. Once the number's done, then your level goes up. Um, oh, perfect. Okay. So 1325, now at 825. That knocked off like 200. That was a lot. All right, shopping district. Feel this is fairly self-explanatory. Get the basic necessities. Some of the basic necessities. Some of the things that you wish you could get at the shopping district, you can only get in a dungeon. Um, but I don't make the rules here, so uh, always be on top of how much blood you have. You're gonna feel like a vampire when you get into this, and you're going to want all the blood. Also, when you get in, highly recommend saving up for a shulker immediately, because just throwing stuff in a chest here, anybody can take it, and I believe it is possible. I don't know what causes it, but there are times where like the server will get an update or a reset or something, and everything in those chests will disappear. So it's not worth leaving items around like this. Of course, I put both of these rods here because I don't need them. That, and I was just thinking, oh, if two people came across them, because I found one in here, like yesterday or 2 days ago. Found one in here. I was like, okay, I have like 3 or 4 of them with great enchants on them. Let me just throw them all together. And then I was just thinking, oh, if someone put this in here, they'll probably come back looking for the fishing rod. And now there's 2. You can either take them both and combine them, max out your fishing rod, or leave one for someone else. I might just try and find some people and hand them out just so they don't get left behind. Anyway, this is the relic area. This is where you sell relics. So if you get any duplicates of anything, which actually I can't pull out my shulker just yet. I'll come back and I'll show you. Um, more important items, mostly for crafting. Oh, let me actually show you all how this works, because I didn't know this was a thing, and I was keeping all my art in my chest, which I'm going to start calling this art for short and not by its full name, because I seem to struggle with reading. All right, so where's it at? Where's it at? Okay, there it is at the bottom. My art number will go up. You just gotta eat them, and then it'll keep track of it for you. And then, yeah, that will be that. That is basically the bank system for this whole server. Oh, hold on. Timed rewards. Now, I will say, timed rewards, the if I'm not mistaken, the way this works is as long as there's a player on the server, it counts, it keeps the timer running. But as soon as there's no one on the server, the timer stops. Now, I don't know if the timer resets So like if someone was on here for 30 minutes of this timer and there only needed to be 30 minutes more, if someone got on for 30 more minutes and then, oh, okay. All right, sweet. Um, so yeah. I guess the timer just pauses at 30 minutes if someone was in here for 30 minutes of the timer and then continues on. But basically just come up here, then you can claim your free items. Sweet. Oh wow. I actually need this. I think I need this as well for armor. This is actually wonderful. Okay. Um, oh, I might be able to make a chocolate bar now, which is a challenge. I can. All right, let me not get distracted. So, at spawn, I said something about strategies. I, I don't know if I'm done touring. Hold on, let me take a look around. Each a chocolate bar. Wait, do we mean eat? Hold on. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Here's Sunset Grove. Oh, it's short, to be expected, because it's chocolate. Anyway. Let me look around a little more, make sure I didn't skip anything before I go to um, where I've spent most of my time at. I feel library. Beautiful. Which actually, library's across the map. It's right over there off in the distance. Yeah, that's what I was about to do. Show them the warp. So your book doubles as this crystal looking thing. Call it what you want. You can access the shop here and you can warp to basically any place on the map. So we're trying to go to the library, head over to the library. All right. Now the library, oh wow. I might have to go to the private crafting room. No big deal. That is almost full. And that is not what I need. Alright. This is basically the strat. From what I've been told, just throw all your shulkers down, make it easier to access. But let me grab some relics so I can show you all. I mean, selling it's kind of just, I feel common sense. You just throw it in there, grab the art. Oh, where do I have my materials like that? There we go. Um, Gold. I don't remember where I put my quartz. There we are. I'm not sure where to put these things. It's the first time I've gotten both of these items. Throw them in here. Oh, real quick before I leave here, um, this will be one of your best friends, this will be one of your best friends, and this will be one of your best friends for a good chunk of the starting game. Am I missing anything? Just my cobblestone, but where can I throw this? Guess I don't really need it. Alright, so quick handy thing. Do not make a pickaxe. I've gone through like 3 of them. Just clear the room. Very, very easy. Alright. Onwards. Wait. We can warp. So we were headed to the library. Wait. Let's go to challenges first. Get rid of these chocolate bars. Beautiful. What? Where? Okay, I missed it. I had to have. Okay, I'm back on Abyss. Alright, let me check my challenges. I think I do have that cookie, but I'll get to that later. Switch, warp, library. Rubbish for right now. What's crazy to think about is down the line I'll probably need those exact 2. Oh, I forgot to go to the... Alright, hold on. Alright, up we go. And all of the shop people work the same way. I believe. I don't think there's any of them that are any different. You just take the item that you have, throw it in there, and then... I feel like that's fairly easy to pick up on. Alright, to the library. Now, I have everything out of my inventory, armor included, which I did not know until like late last night. You have to have everything out of your inventory and armor off, which is why the end chest is here, in order to enter the library. Alright, now the library will be one of your best friends, I'd like to say, because you can look through all of the items, right? I've not seen that. These are new as well. Oh, those are for the Christmas event. Sweet. All of the relics. All of the armor types and the levels to it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 different types of the Defender set. 2 different types of the Shadow set. And then 2 different types of the Celestial set. Okay. Hidden armor. The cloak. Swords. Tools. This will also be one of your best friends. I'm gonna have to craft one later just to give a little explanation. Potions. will be figuring out how to make a fishing potion. And then all the types of fish. Alright, now let's say something piqued your interest. For example, I've been trying to figure out how to get this. Just click on it, drag it to your inventory, and then up at the top, it tells you what it does for you, what it gives you, and then the effects. Which I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot to read for me, but I was also talking. Grants immunity to player. And that's where I stopped reading because I don't know how to pronounce that word. Anyway, that's what the library does. You just go there and you can check out items and see what it is you want to try and work for, what it is you want to try and grind for. Um, I don't think I actually need to check. I don't think the library tells you how to obtain the item though. What is something? I know I need this. Okay, so it doesn't tell you how to obtain the item, but if you understand the lore behind it and then all the different types of bosses, once you have an understanding of all of those things, reading the description of the item will kind of just give away, oh, that's this boss or oh, that's that boss. And there's some of them you can kind of just put your 2 cents together and be like, oh, well, that's obviously an ice item, and here's an ice boss. If I just kill this boss, maybe there's a chance that I get it, which I believe is how it works. It's a chance, it's not guaranteed. Not 100%. Um, all right. Now, strategies. This is what I would suggest any new player do. I'm going to start with the boring stuff and then move forth. So actually, these chocolate bars will do great because I feel like running. I did not mean to eat them both. Okay. So, oh, actually, hold on. Let me run back here. When you start out, after you're done with the tutorial and the tour, I highly recommend you get full diamond set with a sword, which you can get diamonds up there. And then once you've done that, which I will show you how, I believe this is the fastest way other than like bashing your head against a wall in the dungeon. Um, I'd highly, highly recommend you sit down and fish. Um, Probably the easiest way to get levels is fishing. You can get all sorts of items from here. Like, okay, that's kind of crazy. I mean, it's not the first time I've gotten to fish, I don't think, but it's not common for that to happen. That's pretty odd. Not mad, but basically just come up here, fish away, and then decraft paperfish. I didn't know that was possible. Look at that. So, yeah, just go fish away, get your levels up, get your money up, which I will head back there once I double check this challenge, turn in a sheet of paper. Perfect. And leveled up. Let's go. All right. So we'll head back over to the fishing spot. I'm gonna try and catch a couple more fish before I go sell, which this is where you sell at. Missed. Little cheeky catfish. Right. Another catfish and a mini bass. Perfecto. Alright, and then just take them over here. Grab your money. Also, don't forget to like crouch down and get your XP, because sometimes it'll just stack up behind there and you'll walk away and then you'll walk by it again and you'll get like 15 levels. It's a thing that do be happening every once in a while. See, now I'm gonna toss this sheet of paper off the edge, right? And watch. Then like the next couple hours, I'm gonna need that piece of paper. Alright, so let's say you've gotten all your diamond armor and you feel you are ready to head into the dungeon, which actually head to the crafting so I can switch out my inventory. I don't think I have my full diamond set anymore, which I will say, when you're choosing a weapon, starting out, until you've gotten comfortable with the level of armor, which I highly recommend you don't use any of these sets of armor with any of the other weapons. Use just a diamond sword because you will take damage using other weapons. Where is that at? This is fantastic. It's got to be here. Yeah. I'll take this in just to show y'all. Um, okay, I have some of my diamond set. Saving this. I have an extra fishing rod. Alright. Do I need anything else? I'll show y'all what this does as well. Explorer's Potion. I think I already have a relic on. I do not. Alright, let me grab one. I kind of like the Void Relic. I don't use spells very often, but always helpful having mana. Alright. As of right now, this is my favorite set. This is only level 1 of this set of armor, though. I'll just go through them all. I don't have the level 1 of the Defender's Crest, though. I don't know if y'all can see that. The little tail or tentacle or whatever y'all want to call it. And then this one's pretty cool, but I don't like the effects that it gives. I still need to test it out, but yeah, yeah. Oh, let me switch this out. Okay, I got everything. Throw on my relic. I'll tell y'all once we get there. Before you decide to do anything in a dungeon, which, quick heads up, do not do that and just throw yourself into the dungeon. Just go to spawn before you go into the dungeon. What is that over there? A chest, right? I'm gonna keep some water bottles on me. Now, what I'm getting at here is you will lose items while you're in here when you die, if you die. Sometimes those items are very, very important. Also speaking from experience. So please, please, please make sure you don't have anything that you're afraid of losing. Because when you lose it, then you gotta go get it again, or go get it and then some. So when you're starting out, oh, just check out chat. Lost and 50% one random central inventory slot is wiped. Okay. So the chances of you losing an item is not impossible. It's slim. I wouldn't even say slim to none. It's 50-50. But it is still possible that you lose an item when you go in here. I think it is harder to lose anything in your armor and in your hotbar than in your actual inventory itself, which is why I threw the water bottles in here. Because if anything's gonna get wiped, it's the water bottles. But anyway, enough yip yap. I will run into the dungeon here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this isn't done yet. So there are a few changes that you will see potentially in the future with the dungeons. Oh yeah, let me show you all this sword. Explorer potion? Oh, you're right. But yeah, this sword just damages you as you hit them. Same with the little claws. The claws, however, are very, very useful, and you will probably want to use those most of the time. Let me actually not put that right there. Alright. Okay, so the Explorer's Potion. All the little buffs on the side. I couldn't name them all if you asked me to. I know you get a little speed boost. I think it boosts your mana to 20. Oh, that's new. He's also stuck. I've never seen that before. But it does... I think it raises your chances of getting fatigue. Oh. There's two of them. Hate these little fuckers. Now I can't see. Okay. Not too worried about this relic. Oh, look at that. I was just talking about this while I was on Rocket. I think this is the Christmas event thing. See, now if I was on Glacial, I'd be able to see. Wow, look at that. I'd be able to see if I could freeze the little fucker that flies around. Oh my God, I hit it. Wow. I promise you it is not that easy. I was at that for like 15, 20 minutes yesterday. I hope the mimics aren't working still. I'm about to die. Let me. Oh, I'm too close. There we go. Okay. I was about to run right into a death trap. Okay. Definitely can't do that here. All right. The water bottle lives to see another day. All right. So now that you've done your little dungeon run, got whatever you needed, the next thing I suggest any new player to do would be immediately either get yourself a shulker or come to the crafting room. Because I will say this is your inventory space, your extra inventory space outside of shulkers. So these are essential. Now, when you get to the crafting room, I highly, highly suggest you look through the armor, not the tools, like, or the weapons. The only tool you'll probably need early game is these, the knuckle blades. Um, but I highly recommend you look through like the armor. See what's fairly easy to craft, what you can craft now, what you can't craft. Um, I don't remember these. Okay. I might be able to make a couple of these. Um, yeah, and then just get yourself a better set of armor than the diamond armor because I believe it is stronger than vanilla Minecraft armor by 20, if I'm not mistaken. Well, it ups your health, but wait, I can keep that on me. I need that for a challenge. Um, relics. Sweet. I got another void relic. Blood. Cold rocks. Withered melon. Berries. I actually think I needed two of those. Hold on, to upgrade one of these sets. Is it shadow? No, okay, I need one of them. I need another bear and two of these bones. And then I think I already have the pearls. I do want to make the two other defender sets and the other shadow and celestial set, but I don't know which one it is. It's got to be this one. This has to be its own thing, which I think I have the harder item to obtain. I don't remember how to get the cosmic orb or these little things or the celestial energy. I've never gotten any of these items. I did get lucky and pull this. Wait, no. How do you make just the regular? Okay. But now which is it? Okay, so it's crown. So I need to make this. I need two of these. I think I have two batteries, and then I need one of these. Let me check. Okay, I have one battery. I have two of those. I have one bear. Okay, wrong thing. I think this is the first stage. I think this is, no. This has to be the second stage. I didn't make this one. I don't think. So gold, blood ingot, diamond chestplate, pearls. I have the pearls, I have the gold. Think I can make one or two of these. Definitely one. Maybe not just one. Perfect. Throw the blood back in there. I need these. Three of these. Gold. I think it's just two. And then a diamond chest plate. It's not the right one. Nope. Where's the one with gold? There it is. Yeah, I don't have the bubble. So all I need is a diamond chest plate. And then we should be able to craft. I forgot to put the sword away. Alright, we'll go to challenges after. Completely forgot what else I needed to do. What am I looking for? Chest plate. Challenges. Yes, I see why double checking your challenges are smart, because look at that. Turn in a cold rock. If I had just walked into it right there, it might have taken one of my cold rocks. And if it took one of my cold rocks, I would have been highly upset, because I wouldn't have been able to make that set of armor. I'm glad I was thinking about that. Alright, back to the crafting room. Craft this bubble. Alright, let's see if I can do it off the dome. I think I'm already fucking it up. Why do I even have the cold rocks? I know the chest plate goes over here. Wow. What? Oh, that's how it goes? Why do I have the cold rocks? Alright. Ah, well, I can upgrade it immediately. That's beautiful. Okay, let us see what this armor piece looks like. Oh, got me for a second. I was looking for a bubble. That's why I was confused. Alright, what do I need? Two diamonds. Two diamonds, I think a blood pearl. Two diamonds, two blood pearls, an iron block. Iron block, two diamonds, two blood pearls. Alright, let's see if I can do this off the dome again. Yeah, I'm just so good at this game. Alright, let's see what stage 2 of this armor looks like. Oh, that is pretty cool. Alright. It for sure is a bubble. And I definitely think that it will be defending me. I would hope. Um, well, that's a little bit inconvenient. Got to move some stuff around. And I think this one is almost full. Yerp. Just wonderful. Ah, shite. Forgot to throw my blaze rod away. Oh, it goes in that one. That's right. That goes in here. Okay, 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 okay. Throw that in there. Now let me figure out what it is I need in order to upgrade the crown. Alright. Uh, a bunch of items I don't have and don't know how to acquire. Celestial energy. Cosmic orb. That's definitely a boss right there. Okay. So then, if I'm not mistaken, is the cosmic orb not a craftable item? I thought it was. Yes, it is. Shadow energy, celestial energy. Interesting. I'm gonna need a lot of this then. And I'm not quite sure how to get either of these things. Hmm. Okay. Well, from this point forward, I am playing a little game I like to call Fuck Around and Find Out. I am going to do a little bit of fucking around and a lot of finding out. Let me show you all the bosses too, because I almost forgot about that. I think the closest one is right here to spawn. If I can get over there. Whoa, hello there, buddy. Don't appreciate you spawning on me. Okay, little tad bit of parkour. I think this is one of the harder bosses. Definitely not a boss I can fight right now. Well, this will be fun. Bang, bang. And you can make this jump if I don't. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. At least I didn't fall to the bottom. Yep, just like that. This will be super, super fun. Okay, okay, okay. Now, I'm going to spawn them in, just so y'all can see the boss. If I can even fucking get up there, like, god damn. I was having almost no issues yesterday doing this. Alright. There we go. Now, when you get up here, you can enter the room. I believe with most of the bosses, there is a puzzle you need to complete. It's either a puzzle or like parkour. Once you complete that, you can enter the room, press the button, spawn the boss. Now, when you are doing this, there's a chest here for a reason. Empty your inventory. Like I said when we were going into the whole what's it called conversation about entering the dungeon. Whenever you enter the dungeon, empty your inventory. If you decide, hey, I want to do a boss fight, but I have a bunch of things that I just in my inventory, I've already killed stuff, whatever. If you don't have enough space in your chest here, just leave, come back. It's not worth losing some of these items. Now, if you can just throw them in there, just throw them in there. Anyway, I don't know if I can even leave the room if I spawn the boss in, because now that I'm thinking about it, I might just have to take this one on the chin. I might also be losing a diamond sword, but it's fine. It's all worth it. Y'all will at least get to see the boss. That is the boss. Yep. Pretty cool looking guy. I am kind of cooking him, and I don't understand why. There's gotta be like stages to this. Hate these little orbs. In the beta, before the dungeon was even a thing, these orbs used to fuck me up. Hold on, let's try a spell. I don't know what these spells do. I know what the glacial spells do. Oh, oh, ow. Oh, I remember that. I remember seeing that in the open world, and that was not fun. Yeah, if I get hit by one more of those, I die. There it is. Yerp. Well, I did a little bit of damage. I knew there was gonna be a round two to that, but I almost had him. I see what he means though. If you get a couple more people in here, like let's see, my abyss level, I'm abyss level 7, so if I had maybe like another 5 or like 2 other 5s, we might be able to get that done. But yeah, that is one of the bosses. I'll go back in there, see if I can find another one. I know of 2 of them, the location of. I don't know where the rest of them are at. Mm, 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 mm. Also, these things don't have like a health bar. Like they don't. You won't lose it unless you're in the dungeon and you lose it because you died. The items will not break, is what I'm trying to say. And I think after I get to or find this other boss that I'm talking about, I'm thinking about, well, if they're still in the VC, I'll just join and then see how much they can help me out with. If they can help me out, if they're even there still, which I think they are. Ah, these little fuckers have such a small hitbox. I swear there was a third. There is, yep. Alright. I'm kind of glad that, um, well, I won't say that the dungeon's super easy to get around, but I think it's fairly easy to remember. Let me not go get myself into some more shit. Let me just try and find this boss area. Hmm, a hole. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. That's bigger than the first one that I found. It might be more to this side. I know those who have very well or are very well off with their memorization skills. What the fuck was that noise? Another cool rock. Nice. Um, if you have if your memory is good, oh, there's a mimic. I can show y'all what the mimics do. Oh, well, you get to see what the mimics do. I think they're still kind of broken. I mean, they're moving around now, which they weren't doing yesterday. But that's just a blue guy. Okay. I think the boss fight is no, that's a different. Yeah. Okay, that one's moving a lot. I really just need to get the mimic out the way. I can deal with these guys. Yeah, I have. Oh, fuck. I haven't been to that one. There was no parkour. Um, I saw the pressure plates too, right as I got to the edge of the block and was like, let me just keep going. I lost my cool rock though. It was down here. But Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Let me just go to the crafting room, drop this shit off. But what I was trying to get at is if you can remember coordinates, you can pretty much remember every location to find the boss fight. Or if you just write them down. I don't think it changes. Like, I don't think they move them around at all. I could be wrong, but to my knowledge, they don't move around. Oh, I didn't even get to see what that boss fight was. I just died. Alright, back to it. Hmm. I know this isn't the way I came or went originally, but this is the way I remember getting to the boss fight I was trying to get to. Two relics, okay. Leave that guy alone. Oh, here it is. I almost just like butchered that. Now, I think the button's right there. Definitely gonna die here because I don't know what this boss is. I haven't activated this one. Um, I've probably seen like a picture of it. I don't know the mechanics or anything to this. Um, and if it's the one I'm thinking of, then I have seen it and I do know the boss. But anyway, let me take a look around because it looks like, yeah, if you go towards the edges, you fall off and you die. So, all right, fuck it, we ball. Whoa. Oh, that is an ugly mug. All right. Well, back to the crafting area. Okay. Well, for the most part, that concludes just about what I was going to say and do for this video. Because this is going to be a video. It is a little long, but what can you do? Um, let's see. Trying to think before I move forth and just stop everything right here. I feel I covered mostly everything. Now, of course, those aren't the only three. Well, we only saw two of the boss fighting rooms. I got to see one of the hallways that there were traps for. Um, but there are multiple bosses. It's not just those like three that you saw. I just have yet to fully explore the dungeon. I only know so many parts, and I only go to so many parts. Um, Obviously, because I keep dying. Anyway, uh, I think I'm gonna leave it off there. I think that concludes just about the gist of everything. Um, I will say, and I will add, there are a few little hidden, I wouldn't say secrets, but hidden things around the map. So when you join, don't think that you just have to focus on whatever it is you're trying to craft or get done, whatever the case is. There are some things like around the world that you can go explore and look into. There will be more added. I know for a fact there's going to be more added to the fishing because this is where I spend majority of my time is right here fishing. Um, but yeah, I mean, if there's questions or anything that needs to be answered or you're curious of something, highly recommend joining the Discord. I will get a link for that when I post the video. Um, Other than that, that's about it. There's obviously more that I haven't probably gone over, but that's also because I'm not there yet. I'm still kind of fresh, kind of new. Um, Other than that, yeah, I mean, just get on, run it. Yeah, I mean, if really all you want to do is try and catch all the fish, then do that. If you like PvP and only PvP, I will warn you, you're not gonna have fun if you join, you're a new player, and you want to go right into PvP. I could use any of my level 1 armors and beat you. I wouldn't say without a diamond sword. It would definitely be difficult with just my fist, but I would basically have double or triple your health. So just keep that in mind if you want to run PvP, if you are strictly like a PvP player. Um, Definitely do the dungeons to get your armor and any tools that may help. Oh, I did forget to go over this. Hold on, now that I mention it. I'll just talk about it real quick. Where's it at? The blood knuckles. It's just not going to pop up because I'm not at a crafting table. Alright, let me go over to the private crafting area. These. You are going to want these. Now, there is a slight disadvantage of having these. When you use them, you will take damage. You will probably take more damage from these than you will get hit by other NPCs. Now, the reason you're going to want these is because every time you hit an NPC, it increases your chances of blood dropping. Now, blood will probably be the number one thing you need starting out and late game. Blood is probably going to be number one on the priority list. So, highly recommend getting some of these, especially if you're just trying to farm for blood. Trying to think if there's anything else I missed or anything else I should go over. Yeah, I mean, like I said, PvP, you're not going to want to do that until you get, especially your spells leveled up. Like spells, until recently, I didn't realize how big of a difference it is having spells that you can use versus not having spells that you can use. Definitely get your spell level up or your blood type level up. Um, yeah, I mean, just try and have fun if you get on this server. Um, I'm gonna probably leave the port and the IP in the description as well, just in case anyone sees the video or just wants a way to just get in and join in on the fun. I'm also going to link the Discord down in the description as well, so y'all can join and ask questions, get with people who have already done these things or already know the ins and the outs of the server. They will probably be a lot more helpful than I would because I'm still new. I'm still learning everything. Um, I'm really trying to think because I don't want to miss anything and then come back later on and be like, oh, I found this out. But I can't say that I know everything. Um, yeah. Well, I guess that's the gist of it. Um, wow, 2 hours. I guess have a great rest of your day or night or whatever time it is for you when you're watching this. Um, yeah. Don't be afraid to ask questions. People will always be there to answer. They may not be immediately, but your question will get answered. If you have a question about the server or about future updates, whatever it is, your question will get answered. So feel free to join the Discord. I believe the VCs you can just join as well. So if you want to ask the questions directly or you want to see if someone's willing to help you out with something in the dungeon, by all means, go ahead and do exactly that. But other than that, I'm gonna stop yapping and end this here so I can start cutting this video up or trying my best to. Aside from that, I will probably stream again later tonight. I still got to do some research and find this other server so I can finish my house. I might stream a bit of that. I might not. I might just stream some Rocket, but I may or may not stream again tonight. I will say that. Not 100% sure. I don't know what I'm about to get into. But yeah, I'm done yapping. Anyway, have a great rest of your day or night, or whatever time it is for you when you're watching this. And yeah, feel free to join, ask questions. I'll see y'all.